This is the AI News Flash for May 15th, 2026, 02 a.m. UTC. First up, Google's Chrome browser has been silently installing a 4 GB on-device AI model called Gemini Nano on user devices worldwide without consent or notification, CNET reports. Privacy researcher Alexander Hanf discovered in early May that Chrome automatically downloads a file named weights bin to the opt-guide on-device model directory whenever a device meets hardware requirements and re-downloads it even after users delete it. Gemini Nano powers features including Help Me Write text assistance, on-device scam detection, and a summarizer API callable by websites with several capabilities enabled by default starting in Chrome version 147. Malwarebytes Gehacks. 9 to 5 Google, Snopes, and multiple privacy outlets simultaneously raised alarms over storage consumption, network bandwidth, and climate impact at a billion-device deployment scale. Coming alongside Google's AI mode rollout, Apple's Gemini integrated Siri, and Samsung's Galaxy S26 Gemini integration, this incident is poised to escalate into a defining global debate over transparency and consent in consumer-grade on-device AI. Next, Alphabet today priced approximately $3.6 billion worth of yen-denominated samurai bonds in Japan, the largest ever yen bond sale by a foreign corporate issuer, Bloomberg reports. Over the past 15 months, Alphabet has tapped dollar, euro, sterling, Swiss franc, Canadian dollar, and now yen markets, bringing cumulative cross-currency bond proceeds close to $50 billion in a globally diversified funding strategy. Proceeds will fund Alphabet's $190 billion 2026 AI capital expenditure program, including AI data center construction, custom TPU chip manufacturing, Gemini 3.1 Pro model development, and cloud infrastructure expansion after April's $5 billion upward revision. Alongside Microsoft's record corporate bond issuances, Meta's $27 billion Nabius deal, and Amazon's $50 billion bond offering, this signals that hyperscaler AI capex has outgrown what U.S. debt markets alone can absorb, structurally globalizing AI financing. Next, closing arguments concluded May 14 in the landmark Musk versus Altman trial in federal court in Oakland, California, with a 9-member jury set to begin deliberations on Monday. CNBC, Bloomberg, and Reuters report. Musk's attorneys argued OpenAI failed to open source its technology, prioritize AI safety, and follow nonprofit customs, claiming insiders and investors enriched themselves at his expense after his founding donations. OpenAI's counsel countered that neither Altman nor Brockman ever made commitments to Musk about corporate structure, and that his donations were properly spent, contesting more than $100 billion in damages and demands to block the for-profit conversion. Musk himself was absent from closing arguments, traveling with President Trump on a state visit to China, prompting an unusual courtroom apology from his lead counsel to the jury. With the jury's verdict serving only as advisory and Judge Yvonne Gonzalez-Rogers retaining final liability authority, the case will define legal interpretations of AGI thresholds, the Microsoft relationship, and nonprofit mission obligations across the entire AI industry. Next, Anthropic's Claude AI assistant suffered a major outage at approximately 5:27 p.m. Pacific Time on May 14th, with more than 2,000 users simultaneously reporting issues to Down Detector, GV Wire reports. Claude Code, the enterprise developer tool rapidly becoming a core workflow component across Fortune 500 customers, bore the brunt of the disruption, while flagship Opus 4.7 also exhibited elevated error rates. Anthropic's official status checker continued to display, "We are continuing to investigate this issue," and no comprehensive statement from leadership on root cause or recovery timeline was issued at the time of reporting. With Anthropic's ARR exceeding $30 billion and 80% of enterprise customers committing over $1 million annually, the outage exposes acute availability, redundancy, and vendor lock-in risks at a critical enterprise AI agent adoption inflection point. Alongside Microsoft Copilot, Google Gemini, and OpenAI ChatGPT in today's generative AI Big Four, the incident underscores how concentrated AI infrastructure creates systemic risks that can ripple across the broader economy from a single vendor failure. That's all for this AI News Flash.